Okay, we're good now.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do for this video is basically show you every realm in LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2. This is what makes it different from the first one, is in the first one you got all of New York, in this one you basically get every major realm, apparently in Marvel. So you get Egypt, you get
the
I'm gonna
Godhead
explain
from...
as we go.
Yeah.
So, we're starting in Manhattan.
We're starting in Manhattan. Alright, let me find... Oh, I'm already in Manhattan.
Manhattan is
Where are you in Manhattan?
snowy.
Let's start at Liberty Island.
Liberty Island?
With Lady Liberty on it. Where is it?
We're not only going to be doing a tour,
is.
we're just going to do some gameplay, show different characters. We're going to start, apparently, at Lady Liberty. And, so apparently, let's just get to some explaining here.
All
the
right.
main villain is Kang. That's his face.
Yeah.
He made Cornopolis, which is every major realm in Marvel connected to one.
Squished them all together.
Yes, he's basically just squished them all together like a delicious sandwich.
Except it's not so delicious. We're superheroes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he basically put his face on the Statue of Liberty, which I don't find. I mean, I find it a little funny, but at the same time, I mean.
It's weird because he's a dude.
Yes, and the Statue of Liberty is obviously a girl. I love the top hat though.
The top hat
Amazing.
is hilarious. I'm gonna blow up the top hat 1 second.
You need Iron Man.
Iron Man. Yeah,
so,
I know.
I'm gonna brush through you guys through some characters real quick. So, we have, like some of the original characters. We don't have any of the Fantastic Four that I have so far, but you basically get the classics like Hulk, and apparently, with every character that has big or small, you could switch between them.
Yeah, which I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's neat because if you want to start out as Bruce Banner, so we have original Hulk, classic, green on purple. Then we have Ragnarok Hulk. And we don't have a lot. That's probably one of the only couple people we have from Ragnarok. We have Odin. We have one of the rock creatures right here.
Yeah.
So
he's if you saw Ragnarok, he's the same creature as the one guy. He's a Cronin warrior. So.
Yeah, I find them funny in the movie. You guys gotta watch the movie or you won't understand. So we get some. Yeah. There's like new characters like Steel Serpent. He wasn't in the first one. I guess you fight him with Iron Fist. But I'm gonna be Korvac and show you guys some of the realms. So we're gonna start in Manhattan. Manhattan is snowy. It explains it in the game, but I forgot why.
Yeah.
It's basically just an endless blizzard, which is sort of nice. In the beginning of the game, you have to do some missions before you can free all the realms. Other than that, there's like a barrier between every one of them. They get to go through and do a mission. But you only do like 3 missions, then you unlock all of them. There's the classic Oscorp. There's the building with the Avengers poster.
Yeah.
So Manhattan, it's okay. Right behind Manhattan, we have Kunlun. Kunlun is just a big mountain with a puzzle, a Stanley mission, and the cave with the dragon in it.
And guess what we found at the back of Manhattan? Howard the Duck.
The one and only. It's like Donald Duck for
the best part
Marvel
is he turns into Iron Duck, which can hyper jump.
What's better than a duck with super jump, am I right?
And he can shoot and use beams. So he's like a mini Iron Man. It's kind of cool.
I love every single beam character because they're the best to like take out stuff. So right next to Manhattan, to the right.
Oh, there's the one I have to melt.
We have Manhattan, Nor, and Hydra Empire. Hydra Empire, I'm pretty sure is Manhattan taken over by Hydra.
It's not Manhattan Noir. It means black in
Manhattan Noir is Manhattan classic black and white.
Black and white.
Like I'm gonna guess 50s.
You get Spider-Man Noir from there, right?
Yep, and you get Kingpin.
And a mission. Obviously.
It's really nice because it gives you a nice classy feel, and it's nice because when you enter it, it changes the cars. Like there's, of course, like there's taxis, but there's like the classic cars like chariots.
Spider-Man Noir is kind of cool because he's like
your
classic web slinger, and then he also has guns.
Yeah,
he's really cool.
Just classy.
Yeah.
And right behind Noir is the Hydra Empire.
Okay, 1 second. Let me catch up with you.
Like Hydra Empire because of how the tone is to it.
It's just so dark.
It's
not like
misty.
Eerie dark. It's just all weird.
It reminds me of the tone of a junkyard.
Yeah, it makes me think of a junkyard.
But
which is exactly why Captain America.
It has like a.
It's kind of cool. It gives me kind of a steampunk feel.
Yes, that's the best way to explain it, I feel. And when I saw the symbol, I was expecting what's his name? Red Skull.
Yeah, but he wasn't in this game. It's kind of sad.
Maybe we can get him later.
Maybe
but,
as a secret character, yeah.
Yeah. Next to the Hydra Empire is Egypt.
Okay, 1 second. Let me catch up.
Alright.
I'm almost there.
We're gonna wait for Ryan. So.
Sorry, I'm killing everyone.
Making them suffer.
I'm making them suffer.
Egypt, there's not much to do.
No.
Other than there's not any big missions in Egypt. There's always the teleport locations where you can just teleport to each location, but we're gonna make this video nice and long and fly everywhere.
I'm gonna set up this billboard with a picture of me.
So we're gonna go right into Egypt.
Dude,
oh, and
look.
One thing about this game is with Peter Parker and some of the other like teenage characters, you can take selfies and you can post them on billboards, which is what Ryan's doing right now.
Haha, Spider-Man. Yeah.
So in Egypt we have the classic pyramids, and I like how they designed them like they were in history, where the top is not the same as the bottom.
Right. Yeah, because the top got ground down by all
and
the
you know
sand
you can
and
unlock
stuff.
what you unlock from here is a mummy character.
Oh,
the
there's
living
supposed to be
mummy.
a dance party in there. Should we join?
Yeah, we should not. Oh.
Now that our esteemed judges arrived, we can begin the first round of the Chronopolis Rap Battle Tournament.
Rap battle, sweet.
You know, honestly,
But they're mummies,
that's gonna
so I
take
get
too
that.
long for the tour.
Okay, we'll do it some other time.
Okay, so Egypt is mostly sand. There's a battle arena where you battle scorpions.
Yeah, that's right.
And a little side mission there.
Is Sakaar next?
Sakaar, to the right of here
Let's
is
see.
the Old West. And then in front
Oh,
of that
okay.
is Hala. And right above that is, where is it at?
Where is Sakaar then?
No, it's over here. Atlan. We should go to Atlan next. It's right above Egypt.
Okay.
So, no, actually, we'll do the, Sky Fortresses
Where's
last.
Atlan? Oh, yeah, right above Egypt.
We'll do, the Sky Fortresses last.
Okay, the Old West. We'll go to the Old
Yep,
West.
so right to the right, we're gonna keep going to the right of every one of these places, is the Old West. And I'm not gonna lie, the Old West is super cool. You unlock a classic cowboy, you know, you got, the canyon, you got like a saloon, I don't know where it is, but you do like a runaway train mission where you save Baby Groot.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's just it's one of my favorite, I'd say, territories.
1 second, I'm catching up. I have Star-Lord right now. I had to drop to the ground before I could. That's one of the drawbacks. If you're flying or web slinging, you can't change characters.
Yeah.
You don't take fall damage. I don't know why they don't let you.
Yeah.
Okay, so where? Okay, I'll
I
just
like
follow
how
your-
some of the characters in
Can
this
do
game,
quick teleport.
like Star-Lord, have their own special
Oh,
little
yeah.
thing that they do. Like here, he has the,
He does the music.
you know, he listens to Mr. Blue Sky, like a little bit of that, and I don't know what the second song is. But he dances, and you can shoot while he dances. I'll give you an example of that. I forgot to do that. He shoots while he dances. You know, you can move him around, but you can't really control where he shoots.
Oops. He's got those things that Rocket used in the second movie. The little gravity bombs is what I call them.
Yes.
So,
Actually, I think I'm gonna stick with
wait, let me see if it'll play the other song.
Star-Lord.
Yes.
Yep.
I love that
He's
song.
playing Mr. Blue Sky.
So
The Old West, like we were saying, it's, you know, I feel like it has
I'm
more
stealing this
environment
whole
and
toy.
more,
Wait, what the frick?
it's
This guy's like
nicer
a
than
radiated skeleton.
It's like really weird down here. Oh yeah, and the thing I like about this game is you can swim underwater with every character. And number 2.
Yeah, everyone can swim.
Yep, and there is an underwater city, but we'll do that right before the Sky Fortresses.
Yeah. The exotic places last.
Yes.
Ow,
So-
a stupid skeleton.
Right in front
There.
of the Old West
Die.
is Hala. And I don't know what to say about Hala. I don't really know what it's supposed to be.
Okay, 1 second.
It
Oh,
looks
okay, I'm
like
at Hala.
a old futuristic city. But
Yeah,
I
it
don't think
does.
it's Manhattan.
It looks like almost like a old. It looks almost like an evil
Future.
future. Yeah. Unlike the Hydra Empire, where
Yeah.
it's just like super evil
Except this place
future.
looks more green.
Yeah.
I don't know what Hala's supposed to be. I honestly do just feel like it's
Ooh.
like a
I feel like it has something to do with the Norse religion, along with Asgard, but
Yeah.
I have no idea.
But there is a future New York which we will be attending soon. Next to the Old West is Xandar. I'll
Alright.
place my waypoint there. Xandar is, it's one of the places I think that the Guardians of the Galaxy go to in one of the movies.
Yeah, that's where they traded. Star-Lord tried to trade the orb, but it didn't work out because the seller heard the name Ronin and would not sell. So then, Gamora started attacking him,
Yep.
and that on went the movie.
Here you can unlock, Yondu and,
Aisha,
Yep.
Mantis,
All those
and
nice
there's
characters.
one more. Oh, Taserface, that's what it was.
Taserface, yes. We haven't unlocked
Taserface is
Taserface
hilarious.
yet.
Sadly, Ego, I think, is part of a DLC.
It's nice and bright here, unlike some
Yeah,
of the
it
other
is
places.
really bright here. I kind of like it. I think it's cool.
really nice.
I think it's nice.
You know, there's not much to any of these places. I mean, the thing that I never can wrap my head around is the fact that there's so many places, but they're small.
Yeah.
So it's a big open world.
Yeah, it's...
But
well,
you
they
can
were
never-
just talking about how they only take chunks of places.
Chunks of the most unique, I think they
Yeah.
said. So right next to Xandar is the one and only Asgard. Oh, I love Asgard so much.
For some reason, there's a giant volcano, which wasn't in any of the movies, but in the Thor Ragnarok movie,
I think the volcano
is
is
symbolizing Ragnarok.
yes. I think the volcano is when the
Sadly, there is no Thor Ragnarok version.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna explain in a second. So here's the thing.
yeah.
So they have Ragnarok Hulk, but Thor, where's he at?
They only have one version
I
of him.
can't find Thor.
He's like in between. He's like
Oh, here he is.
in between the
So,
original and
Thor, yeah, he
Ragnarok.
has the Battle Arena helmet and the Thor Ragnarok haircut, but he still has his
nothing
hammer.
else. Yeah.
And so I had to manually customize.
I think it was
number 7.
I thought it was number 4.
A Ragnarok Thor, which is him with his short hair
Yep, there we
and
go.
electric powers. Like, let's see if I can do it. I can't do it while I'm flying here. I'll go land real quick in Asgard. Cause honestly, I love the new look of Thor.
I like Yondu too. I love this. Watch. He just like
Yeah,
charges.
Yondu's a professional.
Yondu's
wrestler.
pretty cool, and because of the one, I don't know if you guys saw Guardians of the Galaxy 2, but because of the part in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, he can float down with his arrow.
Yep.
It's kind of cool.
And we're not gonna spoil it for you guys if you haven't seen it, but he says something funny when he floats down when he talks to Star-Lord.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
So over here, you guys know, if you know Asgard, the I don't know what
The Bifrost.
The Bifrost, yeah, I didn't want to call
That's
it
the
something wrong.
observatory.
Yep.
And
Super
you can
pretty, but
access
you
the
can't go
Bifrost
in
from
there. And you got that
Yeah.
big old giant sword.
But you
I
can't
just
pick it
love
up
this area
either.
so much.
It's kind of sad.
For some reason, the
Oh,
bridge is shattered.
dude.
But
It's because again, it's symbolizing Ragnarok.
yeah, it's still colorful though. That's a bright side.
Dude, I'm blowing stuff up with this giant. Oh, it's a race. I'm done. I hate races.
Hate races. So
I hate races. We have to do one to get vision, but
right
that's
next
not the
to Asgard is.
Sakaar.
If you guys have seen Thor Ragnarok, you know where.
Or if you've
Thor
read the
fights Hulk.
comics.
Yep, read the comics. Sakaar, and I'm going. There we go.
I'm going in the Coliseum.
Yep, there's the Coliseum, and there's a mission where you actually. I'm not gonna spoil the mission, but there's a fun mission in there. And here's another race for a character.
Ooh, who do you get?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So, Sakaar, honestly, the town just looks like sand.
Yeah.
It's honestly like Egypt, but with
It
buildings.
should have been with next to Egypt. I don't know why they put it over here.
I don't know. It seems like, I guess because it would blend too much into Egypt.
True.
So they wanted to put it separate.
I guess.
The Colosseum, though, is super cool. Not much to it in there.
Why you can't get the Grandmaster puzzles me, or at least the new Grandmaster. We got the original Grandmaster.
Yeah, the original Grandmaster is easy to unlock. If you guys want to know, all you have to do is
Play one of his games in the game.
yeah, you have to
room.
do challenge mode. Just do one of his challenges and unlock him. And you get to win too. So just make your character invincible, your custom character.
One of my favorite characters in this game is definitely Ant-Man.
Ant-Man is a lovable character
Because
can go
he
big.
turns small and he turns big. It's just amazing.
Then again, so does Mrs. Marvel. Mrs. Marvel's more stretchy than he
And
is.
like, what's cool is when he turns huge, you can still use the giant bounce pads.
Yep. So right next
It's
to
really
Sakaar is Nueva York, which is future New York, which is where you get future Spider-Man. I teleported. I didn't really want to do that.
Oh,
Actually.
you teleported? Where do you teleport to?
I don't know. I just like clicked something and it teleported me there. Nueva York is super. It's amazing. There's no words to describe it of how beautiful it is. It's super futuristic. it's what you would expect.
There we go.
When you went to the future.
Fast travel.
It's exactly what you'd expect.
Except if you're still stuck in the 80s when everything was white in the future.
Yes. That honestly made me feel weird.
Yeah, that's just weird. Everything is white. How is that possible? There are still children alive.
Yes.
There's no way everything would stay white.
Yes. But you know, it's just a nice city, and here's Kang.
We can do it. Oh, replace that billboard. That's horrible.
Oh yeah, I forgot you can. We're gonna replace it with one of the old photos that I.
You know what? I'm just gonna take a picture right now. Where the frick?
Oh, changed. There we go. I'm like, this isn't all the
photos.
photos.
Oh, I was about to say, we have more photos.
I have a picture with Peter Parker next to right here. Where is it? Why can't I access it? There we go.
Oh, Stanley, yeah.
Right, with Peter Parker next to Stan Lee. I took that earlier today. Yeah, right after I saved him.
Yeah.
There we go. So, New York is just futuristic. That's basically it. You know, futuristic New York. Next to New York is
medieval England.
I thought this mountain area was an area. So medieval England.
Medieval England is actually one of the. It's the first place you go to.
Besides Manhattan, you spawn in Manhattan.
Yeah, you spawn in Manhattan, but you go straight to medieval England from there.
Yep. And in medieval England, no, actually I don't want to spoil the missions, but it's super cool.
Yeah.
Like, if you're looking for an area just to feel classy.
Oh no, wait! You start on Xandar. Remember? Because you start with the Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's in the first. Oh yeah, this is the first place you travel to.
Yeah.
It's really cool. You get another Hulk.
Did we already
here
unlock
like
the map here?
Yeah, we already unlocked the map.
Okay.
So here you unlock what's his name? I forget his name. He's like Troll. Something Troll.
Oh, green skin. He's like a. Irish Thor's Hulk is what he looks like.
Yeah, he reminds me a lot of an Irish Hulk. Smash Troll. Well, no, he wouldn't be. He'd be an English troll.
He's green skin Smash Troll, but
he's more English.
Yeah, skin is spelled SKYN.
So here he is. He's the English Hulk.
All right.
He's super cool.
Do we have anywhere left besides the? We have Wakanda.
And then we haven't done the Avengers Mansion yet, or the Man-Thing Swamp.
Yeah.
Or the other place like that.
Okay, so we'll go to Wakanda first. I'm right at Wakanda, so.
We'll have Ryan take away Wakanda while I travel to the next area.
This right here is the Royal Palace of Wakanda. Wakanda is a lot bigger. As you can see from this point, you can see how big Wakanda really is. I mean, it's about as big as everywhere else, but it's still pretty big. Stupid Kang. Kang is just annoying and full of himself. Well, let's do one with Spider-Man and the Snowman. That's good. There we go. Alright, so Wakanda's really nice. You can unlock a couple characters. You can unlock Shuri, Black Panther's sister. You can unlock this character. I don't know if you can unlock the bull guy. I know you unlock one of these two characters. I don't even know who that is.
That's Blade.
He is?
I've never seen him before in anything else but the game.
Okay.
Bull guy's
yeah.
Cool.
We can check that out later. You know, you've got giant Black Panther statues, and I'm sure this goes along with the movie, but I haven't seen it yet, so.
I don't even think it's available to be seen yet.
You're right, it isn't. It's coming out next year.
So, here in Man-Thing Swamp, which is right in front of Wakanda, one thing before I get into that is, with Iron Man, you can completely change his suit off and on. Like,
yeah.
But he has the longest transformation to put it back on.
Which is kind of sad, but he's invincible while he's transforming, so who cares?
Yeah. His suit in this game, I don't like. The helmet, the suit looks nice, but the helmet
you get a
weird.
Different mark later.
Yeah. So,
but you can't turn into that mark. You have to do it manually.
Yeah, in Man-Thing Swamp, you have a cabin and, of course, Man-Thing Swamp. I'll be Man-Thing and roam around his swamp just to show you, basically, you know, how it's a really, really small area. I don't know why they just made it like a swamp of Wakanda. Oh, there you go. I was like looking for Man-Thing. This is Man-Thing. He's basically just a pile of swamp and grass.
And he's like any other big character. He throws stuff. He hyper jumps. He climbs everything. You know, he's just the typical giant character in this game.
Yep. The swamp isn't too big, but it's a nice area, I feel.
It's like It's like Man-Thing's just little cozy home.
Yes. And I'm gonna get into some things about certain characters that they didn't have in the old one, like certain abilities they have. Let's go to the
I love
Avengers
Fing
Mansion.
Fang Foom.
Fing Fang Foom is like I don't know if it's just me, but he honestly reminds me of Peach Dragon.
He does.
I don't know why.
It's just because he's wearing purple pants.
Yes.
It just makes me think that he's like a Dragon Hulk.
Yes. So in the Avengers Mansion, it's the Avengers Mansion. When you go in, I don't know about Deadpool, but now there's Gwenpool, and there's also Spider-Gwen.
Yeah.
Gwenpool has her little room like Deadpool did.
Yeah, I don't know if Gwenpool and Spider-Gwen are the same woman. I have no idea.
I see pictures on Pinterest of them like hugging each other and being friends and like taking selfies together. I don't know if that means
Yeah, but with the character Gwenpool is, it's probably him.
To get Gwenpool, all you have to do is complete 10. She has 10 missions, and how you get them is by helping out superheroes around cities. And once you get all 10 of, once you buy all of her bricks or complete all 10 of her missions, I don't know which one you do, you unlock her. So there's 10 that you have to unlock, and there's some that are already unlocked for you. You just have to buy them.
And you can put in codes, cheat codes to unlock stuff, which you could probably look up on Lego.com or on any cheating video.
Yeah.
But we're not doing it the easy way.
Yeah. You know, it's better to earn it.
Yeah,
so in the Avengers Mansion, there's not much. There's basically Gwenpool's room, just some other areas that aren't
like a trophy room.
Yeah, that I don't feel are important. The
customizer.
So the only two places that are really important is Gwenpool's room and the customizer. Oh, and over here is where you enter challenge mode, I think.
You just go to the giant computer, and when you're standing on the white circle, you press O. This is where you customize your characters.
Oh, that's the thing, is in customization, it's way better than the first one.
Yeah, it's way better than the first one. Here, I'll show you.
Okay, I'll go get ready for the other open world, the other areas.
It's cool because you can change the appearance. Not only that, but you can also, here, I'll show you.
Manually give them hair and different, and have them have 2 hands.
And you can like change the hair color.
You can basically.
I'm just gonna.
I guess
there's a randomized button somewhere.
Was the fact that in the first one you had to have a certain person's face to have their powers. Why don't you show them the powers?
Yeah. So here you can just go to abilities, passive. With passive, you can click all of them: techno access, mind control, magic, deflect, all sorts of stuff, and you can just give them everything. In passive. This, you could probably give them everything if you had enough buttons. Sadly, there's not enough buttons to be able to do that. So targeted lunge is cool because when you hold it down, you just aim at something and you jump and slash it. It's really cool.
Yeah, and you can have like flight and all the other powers. You can have almost every single power.
And I like beams. Beams are cool. Beam damage.
You can customize what kind of beam you want.
Yeah, you can do different beams. So say I wanted a sonar beam. Let's just do sonar beam, and then you can click what it looks like. There's that version.
Different types of look beams.
That version, that version, that version.
Why don't you go into beam origin, show them what that is.
Yeah. Then you can do beam origin.
Which you can do hands,
left
or
hand,
you can see right out of your
hands, right hand, eyes, or you can do weapon. Yep. But I don't have a weapon equipped right now, so I can't do that. I like both hands because it's coming from both. Yeah, and it looks really cool. Let's do a red beam. Red beams are cool. And then yeah, so that's really cool. And then for this, you can double tap. It'll do double jump, flight, or web swing. And with web swing, you can choose what the webs look like. So there's this web style, which is the original. There's this one, which looks like a giant thick rope. There's this one that looks like chains, and then there's this one that looks like thin rope. I like the chains; they're really cool, and you can pick the color. It's really awesome. And then hold down is hyper jump or nothing. Hyper jump is cool because you hold down X and then you just launch yourself super high.
It's basically what he did with Swamp Thing.
Here, show him hyper jump.
Hyper jump? Okay, let's go straight to the land real quick. I think any big character can do it. I don't know for a fact, but let's just choose any. She-Hulk can do it. I think anybody with super strength can do it.
I think anyone.
Spider-Man. Oh, any web character like
almost all big characters can do it. Yeah. Here, do Lizard.
Lizard can't turn back into Kurt Connors, which I didn't like very much.
Yeah, that was.
But his Lizard's better designed.
And what's really cool about the characters is you can pick what they sound like too.
Yep.
Like, It's really awesome.
One thing I was gonna tell you guys about is the fact that big characters can climb walls,
Yeah.
and so can web characters now. It's so cool. And like passive abilities, which is in the customization, you can give them like mind control and stuff like that. You can have all of them.
Weapons are cool in this one because you can give them hammers now. There's only 2 hammers, sadly. It's Thor's hammer and then this giant thing called the Clobberer. You can also give him a meat cleaver. It's kind of funny.
You can give them axes and all that.
Yeah, guns, all sorts of cool stuff.
You can give them basically any power that is available in the game.
Dude, this gun looks like a Halo gun.
It does. So right below me, guys, is the underwater city, which I think is amazing. It's nice and beautiful, nice and, well, watery. There's fish people.
Nice and watery.
They look more like elves than fish
they
people.
do look like elves.
Now I'm just gonna get a nice zoom out of the underwater city because it's hard to look at when you're up close. It looks like it's basically Atlantis, but not as shiny and gold as people think it would be. But other than Atlantis, well, not Atlantis.
And you can randomize your character too. If you just press this button, it completely randomizes the character.
They have nice randomizations.
Yeah, they do. Oh,
So-
look, he's got a pickaxe, a magical pickaxe.
Let's go to the one and only Sky Fortresses. There's 2.
Oh yeah, let's go to the Sky Fortresses.
Okay, what's that? Sadly, you can't fly underwater. You can swim. That's it.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if you could use your jetpack underwater. Oh, Star-Lord can listen to his music underwater, which I thought
Yeah.
was neat. I'm sorry, I can't get out of the water for some reason. There we go. So we should start with the city because nowhere doesn't have too much about him, but the area around him is cool. So we're going to Atlas, which is I guess Kang's city or something like that. I don't know much about Atlas, except that it's the floating city. And there's the people up there look a lot like just elves.
Also, I wanted to mention that when you're making your character, the colors are so much brighter, but that's
Yeah.
only because you just customized it. As soon as you get out of this and play your character, it changes the color to like a my
It, like,
face
fades the color more.
My face is the same red as those guns, but it doesn't show it like that. Once I get out of here, it'll fix it.
Oh yeah, and you can make them invincible with, like, you can change their heart color that it will show, and you can give them super speed.
Yeah, you can also so health icon, you can change the color of the health, and then also with health type you can be standard or invulnerable.
Invulnerable makes you to where you can't die
Yeah.
or
it's
get
really
get
cool.
crushed. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out.
I mean,
on
obviously
this
you
too,
can
so-
die. Like the Hulk is invulnerable, but he can still die.
Yes.
But just it's harder for him to die.
See, this city, I don't know what the city's based off of. It might just be its own thing, but it's basically just a floating city. Super nice up here, though. I wouldn't explore it very much because it's a darker city. I'm a bright person. I like bright colors.
It'd get kind of boring.
There's like a nice lower level though. It's all steamy, like if it was like a giant party down here, or like a steam room, not steam room, like a thaw
Sauna.
machine.
A
Have a
sauna.
nice big sauna. So besides this, there's the giant head. Where is it at? It's the head of nowhere, the Titan.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
The area around nowhere, it literally looks like you're in space.
And what's cool is if you set this up right, you can make your character a conehead.
Huh.
It's really funny.
Look, I just entered just the area around him and it looks like I'm in space, which I thought is super neat. You can only enter one of his eyes. That's the way in.
Yeah.
It like teleports you in.
But other than that, it's really cool.
Basically, it's a giant ship with not much to do but unlock a character. I think it's only
Yeah, see
one
how
character.
the guns faded to the same. Oh, why aren't my guns shooting anything? Oh, that's right. I gotta set it up so.
So
Okay, 1 second.
the weird thing is when you're in this area, it shows you that you're in nowhere. But when you enter this area, right here, it says you're under the volcano.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but other than that, I mean, this game is really well done.
Really well put together.
Yeah, definitely.
But other than that, nowhere isn't like, it's a cool area. I say the outside's the best. Other than that, you can unlock the space dog. I don't know his name, but he has a pretty easy mission, I'd say. I mean, I haven't done it. Ryan tried to do it, and then we got too tired and just slept. But other than that, I guess that's the whole map. I guess we can show you some of the characters now. I was like, let me get out of nowhere real quick. Technically, there's no way to get out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Unless you possibly can enter somewhere.
Yeah. Why
So-
won't it let me actually shoot the guns?
I'm gonna do some. Oh, we didn't show them the tower.
The guns don't actually do anything.
So
They're just
there's
for looks,
what's this? I think
apparently.
it's just called King's Tower. Yep.
King's Citadel.
Citadel. It's
Still.
there's nothing special about it other than it's a tall tower.
Yeah.
I don't think you can enter it at all. Oh yeah, and the area
unless
under
for the mission.
under here, I feel like they should have put the underwater city down here.
Yeah, probably.
But you can't go down here because it kills you.
It does? I never
Yeah.
tried.
I
So.
wish you could enter it. It'd be so nice.
And I think it's really cool that Nueva York is how you get inside King's Citadel. Like, there's literally a road to King's Citadel from there.
Yeah. So let's start with probably one of my favorite characters in the game.
I'm just gonna start
Is-
with the top row and
Yeah.
just slowly go across.
So there's Lil Groot, which was, I guess he was in the trailer. So you can turn into Big Groot. And the thing I like about this game is they didn't make him like every other big character where he's like 3 blocks and all buff. They made him thin and tall. And you can shrink back to Tiny Groot. And when you're Tiny Groot, you can ride on the back of Rocket Raccoon, and when you're Big Groot, Rocket Raccoon can ride on your back.
Yeah, this is Black Bolt. You probably know him from the Marvel comics. He has hyper jump. He can shoot his little bolts, but they use it as his mouth, so it looks like he's using his sonar speak. Because if you didn't know, he can't talk because when he talks, it's just
It's just shouting.
yeah, it's like a Dragonborn almost
Yeah,
from
so
Skyrim.
apparently Hydra has their own versions of the Avengers. See,
Yeah.
this is Iron Man from Hydra.
This is
There's also
Black
Thor.
Panther. You probably know him. Mostly he just does combat. He's got glowing purple weapons, which I'm sure is from the new movie. And also, I'm sure it tells you about that in the comics.
So here's Venom. Venom is the same as the first game. You know, he's small. Except this time, of course, he can climb up buildings. Turn into Big Venom. Big Venom is designed better in this game, way better. And you know you can turn small. There's also Venom 2099. There's also Spider-Man 2099. Venom 2099 can't turn big. And then there's apparently now there's Carnum, which in a mission it's Carnum and Venom combined. Everybody knows that the big character is obviously Venom, and then Carnage is just like lashed onto him.
Yeah.
You know, the big characters can swing webs now. Well, only the spider
It's
ones.
really cool.
It is so nice. And when they swing, they do like flips in the air.
Yeah, Spider-Man, Captain America is who I'm being right now. You probably guessed that. He can fight with his shield, throw with his shield. He can dampen fire. He can do this too. This is really cool. He like just slides on the shield until he runs out of this little stamina wheel kind of thing. It's really cool. It's really good for going down mountains. I've tried it before. It's really fun.
So here's Crystal. She has every type of beam. Say if there's ice ahead of you, you aim your beam at it, her beam will turn to fire. If there's fire, she turns her beam to ice.
And if
an
there's
electric
electricity,
pad, she turns into electricity.
And she even has a silver beam, and it changes then.
Yep.
And this is Captain Avalon. He's almost like, he's kind of like a back then Captain America,
They
I
have
guess.
tons of different
with a
Captain
sword.
Americas. They have
Yeah.
a cowboy Captain America. I don't know what he is. I think he's just.
Yeah,
a
those
nerd.
are all different versions of Captain America, though. This one, even if he was like Captain America, he's in a different section because he has different powers.
Yeah. See, here's the cowboy Captain America. He doesn't have guns, which surprised me.
Well, Captain America never has a gun, but
He also never has a sword.
so then you have Captain Marvel. She has 2 versions, one with her mask and one without her mask. She has a heat beam. She has targeting. She shoots little bolts. She can fly. I don't remember if she has hyper jump. She does. She's an all-around good character. And then Gavin's got Bruce Banner there.
Yeah.
so.
See, transformations are different in this game. Like, see, for this one, he can't pick up his weapons, then he turns into Giant Hulk. And the transformations, well, for him, it's different than the other Hulks. He turns small because he can't pick up his weapons anymore. The other Hulk, the original, when he transforms big, it's not the same as the first one. I can't tell what's different anymore. But
I kind of like it because you can see Banner's shirt ripping and stuff when
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool.
And you can see when he's like at the very end, he has Banner's hair, and then he just whips across his face, and it changes.
Yeah.
Transformations: one leg gets small, then the other arms, and then his other leg.
Here I've got Daredevil.
Oh, he's so cool.
He's one of my favorites actually. He mostly just has normal fighting skills. He's like a web slinging character. It's kind of cool actually.
Yeah. So with Iron Fist in this game, he doesn't have one fist flaming. This time you have to actually charge up his fist with his chi.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, but
and
still.
it stays on though, which is cool.
Yeah, kind of like Thor's hammer.
Yeah.
And here we've got Doctor Strange. He has pretty much everything he had in the movie.
Except he can't turn invisible.
Yeah, he can't turn invisible. He turned invisible in the movie?
No, in the game, the other game.
Oh, in the other game he turned invisible. Okay.
Here we have Spider-Gwen, and she has sonar. And of course, the transformation for Spider People is different this time. They exit the screen, and then they come back.
But what's cool about Spider-Gwen and Spider-Man and
Iron Man and stuff like that.
And Iron Man and stuff is they can take pictures both in their suit and outside of their suit.
Yep, they take selfies. You can zoom out and zoom in. You can switch filters.
You can even switch the camera mode so it's
and
the
you
other
can
way
walk around
around
with your camera.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's super realistic and nice. And whatever pictures you take, you can put on billboards like we did earlier.
Yep. And then here we've got Drax. He mostly just fights. I don't think he does anything else really. He's got this, which is kind of weird. It's like what he did inside the Beast if you saw Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yes.
It's kind of funny. But
so we have other like weird characters like Man-Ape is just a man inside a gorilla suit. You know, nothing special about him.
You've got Gamora. Gamora was in the same movie, so
what does
you know.
he do?
We've got Giant Man.
Oh, this dude also has the Iron Fist.
We have the dog. We have Lockjaw.
Oh,
Lockjaw's
so cool.
He's like the ultimate character. He can sniff, he can track, he's got telekinesis, he's amazing. Other animal characters in the other games couldn't build or anything, but because he has telekinesis, he can.
Yep.
I wish he could fly though.
Yeah, that is.
If he could fly, it would have been like perfect.
So Agent Venom here is Spider-Man in his symbiote suit as an agent. He has a gun, which I thought was super cool. He can put it away just by tapping circle or B, whatever you're on. He can't turn big or anything, but he can, of course, swing his webs. He can shoot while he's on his webs, or whatever he's throwing. I think he's just using a pistol or something.
Okay, so here we have one of my favorite characters, J. Jonah Jameson. It's just hilarious that you can play this character. You can like throw newspapers.
Yes.
You can. He just yells, Parker, and then hit the sonar, activates. It's kind of funny actually.
So let's go to.
Other than that, he's just a normal character.
So last character we're doing is Korvac, which I was being earlier. He's basically like they say he's like a god made out of what's the stone? It's in the first game.
I don't remember, but he's a celestial,
character,
which they explain in the second Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep. So he can fly up and down like all the other characters, and he has like his beam like all the other characters. I don't know if he can mind control, but he's invincible.
Yeah, he's
cool.
pretty cool.
Yeah, other than the fact that he has no clothes on, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, but you don't see anything because he's like covered in fur.
Yeah, he's and he's like a celestial. But other than that, there's the entire map for you guys. There's this video for Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. It's a super, super fun game. Hope you guys can pick it up. And that's the end of this video. So, see you later, guys. Bye.